Introduction of Rural Sociology and Educational Psychology. Leadership. By Dr. Saurabh Sharma, Associate Professor, Nagaland University, Medzifema Campus, Nagaland. Understanding Leadership in Extension Education. Leadership is a process of influencing behavior in real situations, enabling groups to meet needs through cooperation. It's about guiding and influencing members to action, creating an environment where people work together toward common goals. In developing countries with scarce resources, local leaders play a crucial role in extension programs, as they can reach more families than professional extension workers alone. The importance of local leadership. Trust and relatability. Villagers are more likely to hear and imitate their own neighbors compared to outside change agents. The common person has much faith in local leaders who share their context. Resource efficiency. Extension workers can focus on selected contact farmers who then disseminate information to others, creating a trickle-down effect that reaches more people with limited resources. Healthy competition. Local leadership promotes action through natural competition among villagers, encouraging adoption of improved practices through peer influence. Effective local leaders should come from the same community and have similar resources, making their experiences relevant and applicable to their neighbors. Defining leadership. Leadership is defined as an activity in which effort is made to influence people to cooperate in achieving a goal viewed by the group as desirable. Rogers and Olmsted. Leadership in extension education involves helping groups meet needs that can only be achieved through cooperation of members. It's about creating pathways for knowledge to flow from extension workers to communities. Leadership is defined as the role and status of one or more individuals in the structure and functioning of group organization, which enable these groups to meet a need or purpose that can be achieved only through the cooperation of the members of the group. Heppel defines leadership as the process of influencing others to understand and agree about what needs to be done and how to do it, and the process of facilitating individual and collective efforts to accomplish shared objectives. Gary Uckel, 2006. Describes it as a process whereby an individual influences a group of individuals to achieve a common goal. Peter Nordhaus, 2004. Defines leadership as a process whereby intentional influence is exerted over other people to guide, structure, and facilitate activities and relationships in a group or organization. Springer Source, 2023. Traditional and cultural leadership types. Traditional leaders emerge from tradition and often resist change. They may have vested interests and fear changes could overthrow their position of power. Examples: tribal chiefs, Mulki Potil, Deshmukh, Inamdar. Caste leaders. Followers belong to the same caste as the leader. They provide leadership in matters relating specifically to caste issues. Examples: mullah, pope. Religious leaders become leaders by practicing religious doctrines or performing rituals. They advise followers primarily on religious matters. Examples: pujari, local spiritual guides. Functional and political leadership types. Political leaders. These leaders arise from the political system and hold formal positions of power within governmental structures. Examples: MLAs, MPs, chief ministers, prime minister. Political leaders often control resources and can significantly influence development programs in rural areas. Functional and opinion leaders. Functional leaders are recognized for their specialized knowledge and specific functions in society. Examples: doctors, scientists, agricultural experts. Opinion leaders are those whom people seek out for advice on certain issues. They legitimize ideas and influence decision-making. Examples: sarpanch, potil, respected elders. Operational and professional leadership. Operational leaders. Those who actually initiate action within the group, regardless of whether they hold an elected office. Example: Anna Hazare, who mobilized communities for action. Popularity leaders. Popular persons elected to leadership positions because members like them. May be figureheads rather than action initiators. Example: film personalities who lend their name to causes. Professional leaders. those with specialized training who work full-time and are paid for their leadership work. Example, Extension Officers, Agricultural Officers, Gram Sevak. Layer volunteer leaders may not have special training, work part-time, and are not paid. Often called local or natural leaders. Example, Youth Club Presidents, Gram Sahak. Leadership styles. Autocratic leader. Operates as if they cannot trust people. Makes decisions alone and may view employees as children. If benevolent, encourages dependence. Example, Zamindar, landlord. Democratic leader. Shares decision-making with group members. Encourages participation and develops responsibility in all members. Example, Sarpanch and members of Gram Panchayat. Laissez-faire leader. Believes in leaving workers alone. Lacks confidence, avoids decisions, and tends to withdraw from the work group. Key roles of leaders in groups. Group initiator. Takes initiative to get the group into action, starting processes and motivating participation. Group spokesman. Speaks for the group and represents its interests to outside entities. Group harmonizer. Resolves differences peacefully and promotes harmony aligned with group purpose. Group planner. Plans ways for the group to satisfy its needs, working both for and with the group. Group executive. Conducts group business according to democratic principles and ensures members accept responsibility. Group educator. Teaches and develops other leaders so the group isn't completely dependent on one person. A leader serves as a symbol of group ideas and supervises work, embodying the norms and ideals of the group while ensuring progress toward goals. Roles of leaders in agricultural extension. Coordinate group efforts to achieve development goals. Establish proper social climate in the group. Assist groups to organize themselves effectively. Promote the spread of extension program messages. Demonstrate innovations and new techniques. Help in planning and execution of development programs. Leaders in agricultural extension also help in planning and executing development programs, encourage action, develop self-confidence among members, and create favorable climates for introducing new initiatives. Create coordination within and between groups. They encourage others for action. Helps in developing self-confidence among members. Acts as a model for the members. Support and motivate others to make efforts to realize their needs. Thank you.